Hello, good day. How are you today? You're good, right? Okay. Are you ready for today's lesson? You are? That is good. So today in agricultural science, we are going to be learning about soil formation and the processes of soil formation. Okay? Our topic today in agricultural science, it's on soil formation and the processes of soil formation. Okay? Soil formation means how the ground or soil is made. It's like a recipe, but nature makes it. Okay? Do we understand that? Soil formation is like nature's recipe for making the ground where plants grow. So first, we are going to be looking at the meaning of soil. Okay? Soil is the stuff on the ground that plants grow in. It's like the earth's skin. Soil is very important for our gardens and farms because it helps plants grow big and strong. So soil is the special soft and brown stuff on the ground. It's like the earth's skin and it's where plants grow. Think of it as the home for plants, where they get food and water to grow big and healthy. Soil is like a cozy place for plants in nature's garden. Do we now understand the meaning of soil? Soil is the uppermost part of the earth. Okay? Good. Next, we are going to be looking at the different types of soil we have. Okay? We have different types of soil. We have the sandy soil. This soil feels soft and grainy, like beach sand. Water goes through it fast and it's not good at keeping plants healthy. Sandy soil feels soft and loose, like the sand you find at the beach. It lets water go through it quickly, but it doesn't hold water or nutrients as well. Some plants, like carrots, grow well in sandy soil. So sandy soil is composed of large particles, drains quickly, and has low nutrient holding capacity. Okay? The next type of soil we have clay soil. Clay soil is sticky and can be shaped like pottery clay. It holds water well, but sometimes too much, so plants might not like it. So clay soil is thick and sticky, like pottery clay. It keeps water very well, but it can become too hard when it dries. Some plants like tomatoes and sunflowers can grow in clay soil. Clay soil is made up of tiny, densely packed particles, retains moisture well, but can become compacted easily. The next type of soil we have loamy soil. Loamy is like the superhero of soil. It's a mix of sandy and clay, which is great for plants because it has the right balance of water and air. Loamy soil is a mix of sandy and clay. It has the right balance of water and nutrients, so most plants love growing in it. Gardens and farms usually have loamy soil because it's the best for growing all sorts of plants. So loamy soil is like the superhero of soil. It's a balanced mixture of sandy and clay, ideal for most crops due to good drainage and nutrient retention. So these are the types of soil we have: sandy soil, clay soil, and loamy soil. Remember, different plants like different types of soil. So it's important to use the right kind of soil for the plants you want to grow in your garden, okay? Good. So next we're going to be looking at factors or agents of soil formation. Factors or agents of soil formation are like the helpers that work together to make the ground where plants grow. 1. The rocks. Imagine soil as tiny pieces of rocks that break apart over many years. Over a long time, big rocks break into tiny pieces, like little grains of sand. These pieces become part of the soil. Another factor: sun and rain. The sun and rain help to break down rocks into smaller bits, making soil. Okay? The sun and rain are like nature's helpers. They make the rocks break into even smaller pieces. This helps create soil. Third, worms and bugs. Earthworms and bugs dig in the soil, making it better for plants. Little creatures like earthworms and bugs live in the soil. They dig and move around, which helps the soil get air and stay healthy. Plants. When plants grow, they make the soil healthier by adding bits of themselves when they die. Plants are like nature's gardeners. When they grow, they make the soil better. Their roots help mix the soil, and when plants die, they add food to the soil. Time. Soil doesn't happen quickly. It takes many, many years to form. Making soil is a slow job. It takes many, many years for all these things to work together to create good soil for plants to grow in. So soil is like a special recipe that nature makes, and it takes time and help from rocks, the sun, rain, plants, and even little creatures to create the perfect dirt for our gardens and farms. Next, we're going to be looking at the processes of soil formation. Processes of soil formation means all the things that happen to turn regular ground into the special dirt where plants can grow. It's like a magical transformation. This process includes weathering. The first step in soil formation is weathering. This is when rocks and minerals break down into smaller pieces. Weathering can happen through wind, water, and temperature changes. This process includes when rocks break into tiny pieces, the weather like the sunshine, rain, wind, making the ground softer, plants and animals helping to mix and improve the ground, and it takes a very long time for all these steps to happen. Okay, so next we're going to be looking at the three main processes. Physical process. This process includes the breaking and crushing of rocks into smaller particles. It can be caused by things like frost, plant roots growing into rocks, or even animals digging in the ground. So things like plants, animals, and even frost can help break rocks into even smaller pieces like crumbs. The second process is the biological process. Living things like plants and animals also play a role. When plants grow, their roots can break rocks and help mix in organic material into the soil. This makes the soil richer and better for plants to grow in. So living things, especially plants, help mix in stuff like old leaves and plants into the soil. This makes the soil better for plants to grow. Then the chemical process. Chemical reactions in the soil can happen too. Rainwater can carry minerals from rocks into the soil, which can change the soil's composition over time. Rain can carry tiny bits of rocks into the soil, changing the soil over time. So soil forms when rocks break down, and it gets better with the help of plants, animals, and rain. It's like nature's way of making a home for plants. So today's lesson on soil formation and the processes of soil formation, we understood it, right? We talked about the meaning of soil. We said soil is the uppermost part of the earth. We also talked about the types of soil. We mentioned the sandy soil. We said the sandy soil feels soft and loose like beach sand. Water goes through it quickly, but it doesn't hold much water or nutrients. We talked about the clay soil. The clay soil is thick and sticky. It holds water very well, but it can become hard when it dries. We talked about the loamy soil, and we said it's like the superhero of soil. It's a mixture of sandy and clay soil, and it's great for most plants, right? It has the right balance of water and nutrients. So gardens and farms usually have loamy soil. Then we talked about the factors or agents of soil formation. We did, right? We said the factors or agents of soil formation are like the helpers that work together to make the ground where plants grow. And they include things like rocks breaking into tiny pieces, the sun and the rain making the ground softer, plants and little creatures like worms and bugs helping to mix the ground, and most importantly, time. We said all these helpers work together over time to create the special depth that is perfect for plants to grow in, right? Then we talked about the processes of soil formation. We said the processes of soil formation means all the things that happens to turn regular ground into the special depths where plants can grow. It's like a magical transformation. We talked about the physical process, biological process, and chemical process, right? Good. So we understood today's lesson on soil formation and the processes of soil formation. Did we? That is good. So next we are going to be looking at our assignment. I'm sure we are going to be able to do our assignment, right? That's good.